Hey there, I'm Scott Dailey with Dailey Dailey Real Estate, and let's talk new construction Schell Brothers today. So let's back up, and if you've looked at any of our content on our YouTube page or our website, and you understand that we have reviews of most of the large builders that operate in southern Delaware. The reason why we do this is we want you to become educated, because it's really about getting you your dream home. And we've just experienced so many clients that have come to us after dealing with new construction, and they're frustrated. And a lot of times they're frustrated because the builder wasn't a good fit. So one of our jobs is to help find a builder that is a good fit for your new home at the Delaware beaches, and then we're going to walk alongside of you to make sure that that process turns into a smooth and enjoyable process through the build. Building a new home should be fun. Dailey Dailey Real Estate, we can help. We want to talk to you before you start talking to the builders. We want to walk with you from the process of going to the first model home, making the selections about the community, all the way through till the warranty period starts and ends on your house. And that can include coordination of subcontractors that you might want to have ceiling fans hung or other things done after you move in. We're going to walk with you all through that process. And so we specialize that. No other real estate brokerage at the beach has the same level of experience in new construction. Please put that to work for you. Okay. Sales pitch over. Now we're talking about Schell Brothers. Now, before we talk about Schell Brothers, let me give you the standard caveats, things you have to understand to get something out of this video. First of all, we draw a big distinction between the nationally publicly traded, the huge companies, and the locally owned and operated companies. Now, Schell Brothers is kind of in the middle there in the sense that they are a national company. They build in multiple states across the country, but Schell Brothers was founded in Delaware. It is a Delaware-based company. It is managed in Delaware. And in southern Delaware, they are one of the largest builders, but at the same time, they still operate with a local focus and a local base. So Schell Brothers goes into the small private category. Even though they're a massive, massive company, they are not anywhere near the size of the giant publicly traded companies that many of whom build in Delaware. So that's our first thing, is to understand. The second thing is to understand is what we define as a good value. Okay, so the question is the builder that you're thinking of looking at as a good value? Most people think about a good value in terms of cost, meaning I want the biggest possible house, or whatever people decide is a quote unquote good new home, and I want the least possible price, and I'm going to use cost per square foot. Generally speaking, as builders get asked all the time on our home building company, what's your cost to build per square foot? And it's a very easy question to ask. It's a question that delivers almost zero meaningful information when comparing different builders, different floor plans, different designs, different specs. You're never comparing apples to apples, and that's why that breaks down. So we define value as keeping the promise, and that is this, that if you listen to what the builder says about themselves, do they deliver that product and that experience and that process in the way they said they were going to do, at the cost they said they were going to do it? And if they do that, if you feel like their promise is something that has value to you, then generally speaking, they are a good value regardless of cost, right? Now, sometimes cost might be the driving factor, and that's a big part of value, but it's not always. And it's really true that sometimes the best value on a new home is not the least expensive new home. Okay, so if you understand value and you understand sort of where we're putting Schell Brothers in the market, and then you have to understand one more thing, and that is, how important is location to you? Okay, if location is paramount, if that's the most important thing to you, then the builder question can get really easy, because a lot of times you're going to limit your choices of builders because you're going to choose a specific location. There's nothing wrong with that. But instead of investigating 10 or 12 builders, when you realize, gosh, I don't want to live in the neighborhoods where these builders are operating, then it gets really easy and you don't have to narrow that down. Okay, all of that, Schell Brothers. So what is Schell Brothers? Schell Brothers is a little over 20 years old. They are founded here. They have grown exponentially, and they are a premium production builder. Meaning they build a lot of homes, they have a production style process, but they build higher end stuff. Generally speaking, a Schell Brothers home has a higher level of standard features. They have more thoughtful designs and generally just a much more high-end luxury feel. And that starts when you walk in their models, it starts when you look at their marketing, and it continues all the way through their process. They're a very organized, very well-run, very responsive company. So that's understanding Schell Brothers, is you're gonna have a great experience, you're gonna get a distinctive home, you're gonna get finishes that are better than any of the production builders of any size really in this area. And that's what they are. They are not custom homes. They don't pretend to be custom homes. They're kind of close to like the next step down from custom would be semi-custom to like luxury production to production. But some of their peers in the market that claim to sell sort of luxury production homes, Schell Brothers generally delivers a better experience and a better product than probably any of those other builders that are claiming to sort of build the same thing. So that's the good news about Schell Brothers. The other good news is you're going to get into a luxury community with Schell Brothers. It's going to be nice looking. It's going to have some type of amenity more than likely, or even if it doesn't, it's going to feel like a luxury community. And so that's another part of the Schell Brothers brand and experience, is where they build is going to be very nice. Finally, and this is sort of the caveat, is you're going to pay a premium for a Schell Brothers home. They don't even pretend to be the least expensive. And generally speaking, if you compare other builders that build a similar size home, which there's a lot of, and a Schell Brothers home, the Schell Brothers home is going to cost more. Now again, we don't think that's a bad value. Why? Schell Brothers has been building homes here for a couple of decades. Their homes hold their value. So you have a higher upfront price, but that value is protected. Your investment is protected because they have a higher resale price. And so it's important to understand that, yeah, you're not going to get an inexpensive home from Schell Brothers, but you are going to get a home that's going to hold its value. They're delivering a premium product. They're charging a premium price. But in our opinion, at Dailey Dailey, they keep their promise. This is what they promise. This is what they deliver. Their homes have an incredible amount of options. They're going to walk you through that entire selection process and really take some of the anxiety and fear out of it and make it fun. They specialize, one of their great things is the outdoor living integration. They have these things called courtyards. Every one of their model homes has multiple different courtyard options, and those allow you to integrate the indoor and the outdoor space in a way that not a lot of other builders, and certainly none of the larger production builders, are doing. They have a specialized process where you can walk onto your outdoor space. You don't have to step 3 or 4 steps down to get to your outdoor space from your house. It's all right there. It's integrated, and that is really a Schell Brothers specialty. So listen, if you're thinking about a Schell Brothers home, we would love to talk to you about some of the details and help you sort of decide if Schell Brothers is a good fit for you. They certainly have some compelling reasons to want to choose a Schell Brothers home, but it's important to go in there and understand exactly what you're looking for and to listen to the builder to make sure that they are saying things that are going to align with your goals for your new build. Again, Scott Dailey for Dailey Dailey Real Estate. Subscribe to us, check us out on the website. If you're thinking about building new at the Delaware beaches, reach out to us first. Have a great day.